Hello, my name is Lee, and if I look like I had a stroke today, then that's just my fake lashes on one side drooping lower, so I don't have a problem with my face. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, today we will continue rating all Pokemon. I have prepared the thing, your ranking list. Here it is. And this will be second gen. So second gen Pokemon, where that's my favorite generation of games. I like the soundtrack a lot. I actually chose my favorite soundtrack, the National Park theme, for this video. I like that you can visit 2 regions. I already had like nostalgic feelings when visiting the first region in the second game. It's a great game, and I like the graphic style of that era the most, I guess. Although the GBA era, I guess I also like that. So, as for the Pokemon themselves, I think I like other gens more, but we will find out. Chikorita, number 152. 152. It's on the screen, I don't know why I had to think. I don't like it a lot. I guess it's cute. I like the ideas of having a necklace made out of leaf and just like a giant Pikmin leaf on top. I know Pikmin didn't exist then. But it's a fun idea, but I'm not a huge fan of like the color or just the head. It looks like a weird nub coming out of a body that it doesn't really fit. And yeah, the face looks kinda dumb, so I'll give it to C tier. Other starters are better. Is there a weird noise? I don't know. Maybe I can definitely make the background a little louder. Okay, so Bayleaf. I like Bayleaf a little more, I guess. Like the leaf has been chomped on, looks a bit more like a dinosaur. But the leaves around its neck are a bit weird. I'm still not a huge fan. I like it more, but I'll give it a B tier. Meganium, C tier. I like that it changes color, that it blossoms. I actually don't like the weird antenna nose things. I don't know what those are. As far as plant dinosaurs go, I like Tropius a lot more. But we are not in that gen yet, so... But Meganium is okay, I guess. But I'll give it a C tier. Cyndaquil. I like it. I don't like that it has its eyes closed. It looks like a bit too babyish for me. But I like the little snout, the color scheme, and just a hedgehog whose spikes are not spikes, but flame? That's creative. I'll give it a B tier. I like it. Quilava I always liked more than Cyndaquil, because it looks more like the cuddly animal type, you know? It looks more like an actual animal and less than like a weird baby thing. And I like the hair and butt hair, which is fire. I like it more. I'll give it a B tier. I forgot what I gave Cyndaquil. Typhlosion I like less. I guess it's okay, but it has less flames. It only has the weird thing here. I'm not a huge fan, I have to admit. It's bipedal. I guess the Prevolution also was bipedal. I don't like it a lot. It's a bit boring, just like an angry monster dude. C tier. Now Totodile. Totodile, I love it. S tier, definitely. The color scheme is fun and bright, and it looks both really cute and like fierce. Like you don't want to mess with this little crocodile. It has real dinosaur vibes with the spikes on the tail. Like, it looks like it has eyeshadow, which is cool. It's so cool. I love it. One of my favorite. Maybe it is my favorite first stage of all the starters. I'll have to see at later gens, but it's definitely up there. Croconaw, I like that they went for a different theme. Like the caveman tunic theme, like Neanderthal theme with the underbite and like punk hair spikes. That's really cool. I'm not a big fan of that theme, like not necessarily, but they stuck to it. It is fun and different. It's not a weird middle stage. It is a weird middle stage, but not an awkward one where it's just like less cute, less badass. It stands very well on its own, A tier. Feraligatr is more boring, I'm afraid. I mean, it still has the good color scheme, but I don't like the weird details like plating on it. I guess that is like alligator hide is like that, but it looks weird on here. And it's just like a larger, not even more badass, just adult version. I'll give it a B tier. Sentret is fun as far as boring rodents go. I like it a lot more than Rattata or later gen rodents. Like just standing on its tail, funny bunny ears and circle, like almost a target where you're supposed to shoot it. That's fun. I like that. So I'll give it an A tier. No, that's too much. I'll give it a B tier. Ferret is cute and it's popular with a lot of people. I can see why. I guess it's a bit more boring than Sentret, but because it is a lot more cute and looks like a pet I want to have, it gets an A tier. I never actually used it, I think. I really should do that on my next playthrough, because I revisit the old Pokemon games a lot, so there will be a next playthrough. Hoothoot is... I could actually look up here, that would make me look more into the cam, so I'll do that. Hoothoot I like. It's a more creative bird. It has like one leg, it has weird clock face, eyes. It's fun. I'll give it a B tier. Wings are a bit weird. Noctowl is more boring because it's literally just an owl. So C tier. Ladybug, oh, I hate it. It's so dumb. It's just like the idea of having punching gloves. It doesn't really show in this pre-evolution yet. Just the googly eyes. I guess it looks fun and silly, but I don't like it. It's still a C tier. I don't want to be too mean. Ledian looks cooler. Like a little superhero almost. And with the punching gloves. I like the design, it's just too bad it sucks so badly. Like no one wants to use this thing. It's so bad. So it's like a wasted design. I don't actually like it that much. I don't want to give it a B tier. I don't think it deserves a B tier. C tier, higher C tier, higher C tier. Spinarak. Now it's funny because I hate spiders in real life. I have a phobia. But this manages to make a spider look kind of cute. And I only now noticed it has a smiley face, like a meh face on its back, or slightly disappointed face. That actually lifts it to a B tier. I never noticed that. It's so fun to see these things pointed out. Ariados, I like the color scheme a lot. That looks cool. Like that it has a horn. But it's still kind of boring. So C tier. Crobat. That's really cool. I think it improves the Zubat line a lot. It's like a cross bat, an X bat, which is what it's called in German, by the way. Looks really cool. Like 4 wings and no legs, or like mini legs. Like just its face, its glalie like face. It looks mean. I'll give it an A tier. I actually like it a lot. Chinchou is boring. It's not even boring. I guess it's fine. I think it looks a bit dumb with the cross eyes. It's kind of creative though. I don't want to give it a B tier though. Like if it's lame, then even though it is creative, I don't want to give it a B tier, so it's a C tier. Lantern is technically more boring than Chinchou, but it looks less dumb, and I actually kind of like it, so I'd give it a B tier. What the hell? I don't give enough B tiers. Pichu, a completely unnecessary pre-evolution of Pikachu. Don't get me wrong, it looks cute, it looks very cute, because it's essentially a smaller baby Pikachu. But it's so unnecessary. They don't feel like it adds anything. I hate baby Pokemon. Now I remembered why I dislike this gen more. Because it adds so many babies. Like it adds the baby trend. Which babies would be fine for stuff like Kangaskhan. That one needed a baby version. Yet it didn't get one. But why do those that already look like babies get baby versions? I do not understand. D tier. Even though it technically looks like a B tier, it will get a D tier just because it's a baby. And I hate all babies. Clefa. I have to admit it looks cuter than Clefairy and Clefable, so technically I like it better, but I'll just give all the babies a D tier. It's like it's out of principle, out of spite. They'll all get D tier. Igglybuff I like, but it's inferior to Jigglypuff. It was completely unnecessary to add a baby to Jigglypuff. Togepi, now that I get, because it is like almost a baby type Pokemon, you know, like in its eggshell. Like that makes sense as a design to have that one. Like in the generation that introduces eggs. I like its design actually. I like the weird tired eyes, the shell pattern. It's a B tier. I like Togepi. Togetic, however, sucks balls. They should have just come up with Togekiss and removed this one. So I guess they, yeah, I like Togekiss a lot more. Togetic is just misshapen, like the weird head, and it just looks like awful. F tier. No, that's Mr. Mime, reserved for Mr. Mime. D tier. Natu is fun. Like that's how a bird Pokemon should be. Not just a bird, but a weird monster bird that looks really weird. And that is Natu. It's really fun. And it looks like a Mario enemy or something. Like those little walking things, also Aus, I speak German accidentally, out of Yoshi's Island. That, like those running things, kind of reminds me of those. It's a B tier. Zatu is a Natu on a bigger body, but I like it a lot. I like it when it extends its wings like that, which it doesn't on the picture, but I like that. So I'll give it an A tier. Sure, why not? I'll give it an A tier. Like a totem bird with the little face on its breast, which I'm sure I've noticed before, but it still surprised me now. It's a fun design. Mareep, I love Mareep. S tier. Because this is like the cuteness of Pokemon condensed in a sheep. Like, it's not just a sheep, that would be boring, but it has these cool horns, little swirly, and the antenna tail, the color contrast with like the bee color scheme, but the blue skin. It's awesome. It's an electric sheep, which is cool. I love it. I love Mareep. And I always pretty much used it. I always caught one and loved it. But once it evolves, I don't like it anymore and I stopped using it. So maybe I should make a playthrough where I just keep Mareep unevolved till the very end. That would be fun. A Mareep ferret. What's it called? Ferret. Team, yeah, that would be cool. Flaffy is dumb. It looks like this poor thing, you sheared off too much of its fur, like its wool, like it's naked. The pink looks less appealing. I like pink, but the blue gave it a charm, the blue-yellow, but now it's just pink. It's stupid, I don't like it a lot. I think I liked it more as a kid, but I don't like it. Ampharos, I mean it's yellow, I like yellow, but it no longer looks like a sheep, more like a kangaroo without a pouch, and it's like a bit misshaped. I actually like it. Wait, did I give Mareep Flaffy a tier? I give it a C tier. Ampharos also, no, Ampharos gets a B tier, because it looks cool and unique. Blossom, I mean it's weird, its evolution line is weird, like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I really like the design of like the dancing and the leaf skirt. That looks fun and cute. So I'd give it an A tier. I always thought it was really cute. In my last playthrough I used a Blossom for the first time. Got lucky, found a leaf stone early on, like with the phone number of a guy or something. And yeah, but it kind of sucked because it didn't learn any moves, so I evolved it too early, basically. So, but that's on me. Meryl. Wait, did I give it a tier? Did I give it A tier? I think I gave it A tier. Meryl is fun. It's like this gen's Pikachu. Maybe, kind of, not really, but it does have like almost mascot level of cuteness. I like the round ears, the weird tail, looks really fun. I give it an A tier, sure. I don't want to be too mean on this gen. Azumarill is a worse Meryl. I like the bunny ears, but like the bubble color like pattern is okay, I guess it's fun, but it's less of a cute mascot blob and more like a thing, a weird one. A C tier. PseudoWudo, I think many people love it. I kind of like it, I like the idea. But it kind of sucks and it doesn't look that interesting. It has a Ditto-esque face, which is fun. I'll give it a C tier, but it's a high C tier. Almost, I kind of want to give it a B tier, but like there's so many which are fine. Like this generation I feel like is a lot of fine Pokemon, not a lot of great ones. Politoed. Once again, the evolution looks very different than its pre-evolutions. But it makes sense because it's a frog and the others are Politoads. Politoed? Poliwags? I don't know what they are called in English. It still has swirly as a theme. I don't like its weird cheeks and the way it looks at me. No, it's kind of Mr. Mime-ish with its hands and its cheeks. I get weird Mr. Mime vibes. So it'll only get a D tier. Let's make the music a bit louder. Hoppip sucks as a Pokemon, but I kind of like the design. Actually, now that I look at this one, it doesn't look that great, but I like the things on top, like those plants grow everywhere here. What are they called? Not sunflowers, those are different, but I don't know what they are called in English. We call them Betsaja, which means bad pissers, which is fun, and I have no idea where that comes from. But I like bad pissers, so... Fuck it, I give it a B tier. I know it sucks, but I give it a B tier. Skiploom, more boring. A lot more boring. C tier. Jumpluff is fun. Cottonweed. But it's not that fun. C tier. Apom. Decent idea with like a palm as a tail. Actually, that's not a great idea now that I think about it. It just looks so weird and silly. And it's weak. I guess as far as normal types go, it is interesting, so C tier. Sunkern sucks, and it's also boring. It's just a seed with anime eyes. It's a D tier, I'm sorry, Sunkern. Sunflora, design-wise, is more fun. I give it a C tier. But it's also so, I don't know, I'm really mean to this gen, even though it's my favorite gen of games of gen. Yanma is a boring bug, but I kind of like it has almost a mask going on. C tier. Wooper, I like Wooper. I always caught one when I could. It has a Wi-Fi symbol on its belly, has no arms, and looks very silly with its face, its ditto eyes. I like the things. I know it's based on a real animal. I love those animals. I don't remember English names today, sorry. In German they are called Alm. I like it. It's a B tier. Quagsire is like more boring. Loses the things on its head, loses the Wi-Fi symbol. But it's still fun. C tier. Espeon. Oh, Espeon. One of my favorites. It's my favorite evolution as of Gen 8, which we are in right now. And it's... First of all, it has a great color. I like that the eyes make it look more mysterious. It fits the psychic type. It is a Hindu Pokemon, I guess, with like Persian. I like the whiskers, like the fat whiskers. That's really cool. The ears with the little points. The spliced tail. It looks so elegant and pretty, yet mysterious and powerful. I love Espeon. It's one of my absolute favorites. So it's a S tier or S plus if I can. No, I didn't put Charizard in S plus. So there's only S tier. We are not introducing new tiers. My favorite evolution. Although Umbreon is maybe my third favorite. I really love the design. I get why it's so popular. It looks also very mysterious, but also like badass with the red eyes. Yeah, just like seeing it in the dark, like there's fan art and stuff with like its circles glowing or its eyes. And it looks super cute. I want to have this as a pet. So I'll also give it an S tier. Most evolutions are pretty good. So Murkrow is fun. I like that it has a hat and a weird tail. It's a fun bird. It's a B tier. Slowking is what Slowbro should have been like, maybe. No, that's not true. I like Drew. That's not true. Because I like Slowbro as well. So it's a fun thing, Slowking. B tier. I like that it has an umbrella on its neck. Misdreavus is a very fun ghost Pokemon. It just sucks that we didn't get more and like more different Pokemon, ghost Pokemon until later gens. I guess every gen there's something new and cool, except this one only has Misdreavus. I feel like that's not enough. But I like its necklace, its long hair. It's cute, B tier. Unknown. It's pretty much a gimmick. I almost don't want to call it a Pokemon because it's so useless, and like, it's fun. It's a fun gimmick, but it's not a good Pokemon, and it's barely a design. I'll give it a C tier. Guava Fat, that one is fun. I really like Guava Fat. I like the idea behind it. I like its tail shadow. I like its silly face. It's an A tier. I really like Guava Fat. I never used it. It's frustrating to use and frustrating to fight against, so. But yeah, the design is cool. The idea is cool. Girafarig I really liked. I still really like, actually. I like giraffes. It has a cute nose. Cute antenna. I like the dark backside idea. I think many people dislike its tail. Because basically it's a chain chomp, it looks kind of dumb, I have to admit. But dumb in a very fun way. And I think as a kid I was actually scared of its tail. Like I was like, why is there, oh my god, what if I have a chain chomp head on my ass? I don't know, I didn't actually think that, but for some reason I remember being scared of its tail. A tier. Pinecone. It's a Pinecone. I kind of like it. I like that it is a bug. But I have to admit it's not a great design. I'll give it a C tier. Fortress is more fun. It's a B tier. Because it looks like a weird alien thing. Like an enemy you would see in a space shoot 'em up. Or like a Mega Man thing. I like its weird lifeless eyes. And just the idea behind a shell that's like steel and high defense. That's creative. Dunsparce sucks balls. But I like its eyes. No, I don't like its eyes. I guess I kind of like it. But like, why does it need to exist? You could have added any other thing to this gen, but you didn't. You added this garbage. So D tier. Gligar is fun. It's a flying scorpion bat with a weird tongue. It's a B tier. Oh, it actually is fly scorpion Pokemon. Steelix is a great evolution of Onix. Because Onix was fun, but like a bit weird, like weak. It's a weird design, like gameplay wise, but Steelix adds value to that, I feel like. I like its wide grin, like the protrusions out of its body, it looks really badass. It's a B tier. Snubbull. Oh, it's a fairy type now. I still can't remember which normal types are fairy types now. It's fine, I guess. I don't like its dress. And the fact that it looks like one of those dogs with breathing problems. I actually don't like it a lot. It's a D tier. Although I will admit it's creative, but I personally hate it. Granbull, more badass. Less disgusting. Still kind of boring. It's weird that it's a fairy. I'll give it a C tier. Quillfish, it's just a fish. I like its silly lips and mean look. It's a C tier. Scizor. It's like Scyther was a Pokemon that didn't need an evolution, but it got one, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like that it has the same base stats as Scyther, but distributed differently. I like that it changes color scheme. It looks like it has a hard shell. It looks like modern, you know? Like steel types I feel like are either like scrap metal design or cool futuristic alien warrior design. And this one fits that theme. I like Scizor a lot, so I'll give it an A tier. I was thinking about S tier, but A tier is fine, I think. Shuckle, it's basically another gimmick. I like that at first I always thought, oh, it's just a turtle or tortoise or whatever. But it's a worm in a berry, I guess? Or, wait, it's a mold Pokemon. What the heck? I thought I learned something. It resembles a small turtle? Oh, it has berries inside and ferments them. For some reason I thought it was a berry. I think it's fun. I give it a B tier. I thought it was a berry, oh my god. Heracross is a fun bug. Guess the design isn't too great, but I like its horn. It's basically just a beetle with the horn. But I like that beetle, so it's a B tier. Sneasel is very fun. I like its design, like the asymmetrical thing on its head, like the sharp claws. It looks really mean. And as for a dark type, that's fun. That's how dark types should be, like mischievous, brutal, badass, and cool. It's an A tier. It's a very good dark type. Teddiursa. It's a teddy bear with a moon on its face. It's very cute, but not very creative, I feel like, so I'll give it a B tier. What the heck, it's cute. I feel like I wasn't that harsh to Gen 1 when it comes to creativity, so I shouldn't do that here either. Ursaring is more boring. Like, it's basically just a bear, and then they're like, oh shit, that's just an animal, we need to make it into a monster. Paint a circle on it. That's a D tier, I'm sorry. Slugma. It's a piece of lava, which is a slug. I guess it is more creative than Grimer. Still, it kind of sucks. It's a C tier. Mag Cargo has a shell which has flames emerging. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Still a C tier. Swinub, or Swine Nub. It's cute, but it also looks like it's eternally suffering. It's not really much of a design. It's a piece of shit with a face, so I actually liked it a lot as a kid. Like, I probably would have given it an A tier as a kid, but I'll give it a C tier now. Pile of Swine. It's fine. Still not much of a design. I like it a bit more, I guess. It's still a C tier. Corsola is fine. It's a coral Pokemon. Still, it's just a pink thing with a smiley face. I'll give it a C tier. Remoraid is a fish, C tier. Artillery, I always used to call it Octillery, which is obviously not what they were going for, but I feel like Octillery makes it sound more fun. I like it. I like that it looks tired, the weird melty face, the tentacle nubs, the color scheme. I'll give it a B tier. What the heck? I like Octillery. Delibird, useless bird Pokemon. I like the idea of having a sack with presents, and I actually like penguins a lot. Kind of sad, we actually get quite a few penguin Pokemon, like 3 different ones I can come up with right now. And I'm not a big fan of all of them, even though penguins are my favorite animals, together with elephants. It's a C tier, I'm sorry. Mantine, that's fine, C tier. Skarmory, I love Skarmory. It's like badass, it has like these sharp wings. It's a metal bird. It was so useful in Pokemon Competitive for a long time. I love it, so I'll give it I'll give it an S tier. I'll give it an S tier. It's kind of frustrating to use in game because it doesn't really have any offensive presence, but I like it. I like it a lot. Houndour is cool because it's a dog and I like dogs. I feel like it has a very creative design with like the hellhound with like bone shell. It looks mean. It's a dark fire type. I give it an A tier. And Houndoom, I give it an S tier. It looks very badass. It's like basically the Satan Pokemon. Like probably Christian parents were shitting their pants if they had seen this. I like it. I love Satan. S tier. So Kingra is what Horsey should have always evolved into. They fixed a boring line of evolution by giving it a really badass final stage. I like its shooty face. I like the like almost branch-like things. Like there are these seahorses. I think they look amazing. There are a lot of people who think they are ugly or scary. I love those weird-ass seahorses that look like twigs. Those are really fun. It's an S tier. I'll give it an S tier. Phanpy, S tier. That's my favorite. I love elephants. I said it before. But the color scheme, it has the same color scheme as Totodile, basically. And I think those colors fit really well. I love how cute it is. Look how it smiles and the little thing. Like I have a huge nose, but it has a small one, even though it's an elephant. The tiny little nub feet, the ear things. It's the cutest shit ever. I think at some point I called it my favorite Pokemon of all time. I think it might be. Just looking at this art convinced me it's my favorite Pokemon again. Love Phanpy. Donphin is much less cute. Looks a bit weirdly shapen. But I like it a lot. It's a deserving evolution. It's more badass. I like the weirdly wide ears. I like it. It's an A tier. Paragon II looks cooler than Paragon 1. I think it makes sense, like, as an evolution, like, blocky polygons evolve into smooth graphics. It's a fun gimmick. Yeah, it's okay. It's a C tier. Stantler has shit on its nose and weird cheeks. Also a huge bubble butt. Kind of like it, even though I also kind of hate it. I like that the antlers look like ears. Eyes, almost. Never noticed that. I feel like it should be a psychic type. It's a C tier though. It's kind of, the design is kind of bad. Smeargle. It's a smearing beagle. I like the paintbrush for a tail and the weird French cap. But it's also kind of boring and not that cute actually. It's a C tier. Tairog, the completely unnecessary pre-evolution. I don't like it. It's like weird embryo with its flesh color. Don't like that it has poor boy who polishes shoes on the street outfit. It sucks. It's a D tier. Hitmontop, however, is a cool alternative to Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. I think it fits in there. I don't know who that top guy is that they based it on. Yeah, I know it's not a real martial artist. So I guess the naming scheme kind of sucks, but I like that it does capoeira, that it's a fighting, spinning thing. That's cool. I like it. It's a B tier. Oh god. F tier. Smoochum. It was not necessary to add another Jinx, but they did it. Elekid, as far as babies go, I like it the most, I guess. Because it has the funny plug thing on its head. And it's kind of cute, but it's unnecessary. I'll give it a B tier though. Magby, now that looks like suffering. I don't know, I don't think we needed another magma. Just free it from its pain, man. It's D tier. Miltank, I like Miltank. Like, you would think a cow Pokemon would be boring or dumb or unnecessary, but they did something with it. Like, it looks cool, almost like it has a hood. The ears are fun, its face are fun, yes, good English. Whistle. I like that it rolls around. It's iconic, I feel like it's iconic. I find it weird that this says it's the counterpart of Tauros. Don't know how that works. Like, oh, is Tauros only male? Maybe that's the case. But the one is a weird wild bull. This is just a milk cow. I don't understand. It's a B tier. Blissey I like. I actually like its design more than Chansey. I don't think Chansey needed an evolution. But I like Blissey, so I'll give it a B tier. Raikou is very fun. I like the star whiskers and zigzag lightning tail. I like its epic, like, hair metal hair. The tiger stripes, which aren't quite tiger stripes. It's an awesome legendary. Maybe it's the most awesome legendary of the first 2 gens, or 3 gens combined even. Actually, it might be one of my favorite legendaries, like just design-wise. Give it an A tier. Now, Entei, I think the design is actually fine. It's like a lion, king. But I can't help but think it's kind of dumb. It's a B tier though. I don't want to be mean to Entei. I know Entei sucks, I kind of dislike Entei, but the design is not actually reason for it, so good design. Suicune, great design. I like it a lot. I guess you could argue, I will argue now, that this is maybe the first Pokemon that shows that they designed it, that went a little bit overboard with designing, like especially legendaries. Has a lot of details, like the ribbons, the head thing, the beard, the diamond pattern, the hair. It looks almost busy, but I feel like it's still that sweet spot where it gets an A tier. Larvitar. I like that it's the proportions of a cute Pokemon, but it looks really mean. I like that a lot, so I always forget that it's not a dark type yet, because it looks like it should be a dark type. It's an A tier. Pupita, the cocoon evolution. Like all cocoons, it's kind of boring. It's a C tier. Tyranitar, one of my favorites, S tier. I like that it has details, but it's not overly detailed or busy. It looks like it's basically the Godzilla Pokemon, and I think that's badass. Like, its spikes, it looks very dangerous and cool, like Charizard levels of cool. Like the color, definitely an S tier and one of my favorites. Lugia is a fun legendary. I like that it has hands as wings. Many people think that's dumb. I can see that, but I think it's really fun. It's a B tier. Ho-Oh is a bit more boring, I feel like, because it's just a phoenix. I mean, phoenixes are cool, but like Lugia looked more weird and Pokemon-esque because it's a weird monster. This more looks like a real phoenix. So it's fine. Yeah, C tier though. Celebi is fun. It's a cute little fairy, even though it's not fairy type, but like the tuft of hair, like the eyeshadow. It's cute, it's a B tier. And that concludes Generation 2 of Pokemon. I like it. I think I was too harsh for the first half of this video, I'm sorry. I feel like it's not... It's pretty... I mean, maybe it's more creative than Gen 1. I think I've just been too mean this video. But I like it a lot, actually. I just now remembered Phanpy, Totodile, Espeon. Like, those are some all-time favorite classics. I forgot that it's not just Gen 1 that has these classics that I love, it's also Gen 2. So, yeah, I like it. I like Gen 2. If you can forgive me the many C tiers early on. I think 3rd gen has, like, it's kind of infamous for that, like, people usually say that's when Pokemon started to suck. I feel like Gen 6 is when it started to suck. Which is also controversial. No matter what you say about Pokemon, it's controversial and people will argue. But that's the beauty of it. We have all different opinions. Obviously, for those first 2 gens, a lot of nostalgia is part of it for me. Yeah. But I'm trying to stay fair to every Pokemon that I'll rate in the future. So thanks for watching. My name is Lee. I'm not streaming a lot, or I haven't streamed in a long time, so I won't make advertisements for my Twitch, but please subscribe here, hit the like button if you liked it. I'll mostly do Mahjong for a while, I guess. Maybe more other playthroughs. There's a Kikonia video coming soon if you are here for my opinion on Kikonia, the visual novel. I started reading it again. I hope I'll finish it soon. And then I'll do one long video talking about that, so look forward to that. Also, I want to show off this nail I did. I didn't do it very well, but... Will you focus? No, it will not focus. But I thought it looks decent enough for something I kind of randomly did. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye! Let me do this. Bye-bye!